Everybody, welcome back to Forgotten Fates. Continues week number 2, hour number 2. We're in a bar.
Well, you were in a bar.
We were in a bar.
You
Now,
just locked arms and left, and you're down the
now
street.
we're skipping down the yellow brick road.
Yeah, I don't think that actually happened though.
It's like orange cobblestone.
So you'll all have linked arms. You're skipping towards the giant statue of Elminster. Mally, you feel like its eyes are burning into your soul.
Off to see the wizard.
You just feel judgment heavily in the air. You know what that feels like?
I do.
Ask a Rep Paladin.
Or a
So-
shadow priest.
Yeah, there we go. So you get, you head down the road, and you see several stalls lined up along the side of a road. Different vendors. You see adventuring parties hanging around the stalls looking at the stuff. Some of them holding weapons and armor. Some have jewelry. There's one guy that has potions.
I'm gonna be very
Some with
careful with
scrolls.
possessions. Now have been pilfered once today.
And you see a familiar halfling from earlier skimming the crowd.
I'll point him out if anybody didn't notice him.
You mean to
Yeah.
us or to the entire market?
Halfling! We have a halfling here!
Guard your children! Guard your children!
Don't point him out if anybody didn't notice him. Him!
There he is.
You point him out. You turn, you see the halfling looks up at you with big eyes. He's holding a lollipop. You see a woman in a dress runs over, grabs his hand. Oh, thank you for finding my son. She's holding the shawl. You can see the mustache through it. You recognize the bard from earlier.
See, no,
Come
that's what I was talking about.
Let's get out of here.
Smelliest woman.
The commotion that you caused dies down. The vendors go back to hawking their wares. You like I said, there's an armor and weapon vendor. There's the vendor using various jewelries, a potions vendor, and a vendor holding scrolls. Scrolls and magic items. It looks like maybe a few staves and wands.
He's like, hey, scrolls, that's what we're here for, isn't it?
No. Not those ones.
What's the difference?
He won't know.
They all look the same to me.
He'll totally know.
Well, as you're walking through, you see there's one guy standing up. Guided tours of Myth Draenor.
Ooh.
Come to stake your fortune. I'm selling guided tours. You see a couple people scoff and walk away. Is nobody heading that direction?
One of the ones that scoff, can I get their attention?
Yeah. Yeah, you wave him down as some big barbarian fellow. Yeah?
So, would you recommend the tour?
That fella's never been there. He'll get you 10 feet out of town and rob you blind.
Oh. Do you know of anybody that could help us?
You looking to head that way?
Maybe.
I don't know of anyone heading in this time of year, but
Why not this time of year?
all things start to act up. The magic distortions gets worse. No one really can seem to answer why. Everything in there is twice as rowdy as usual. I wouldn't be caught dead in there.
A big birdy barbarian like you.
I know when to run.
Sometimes it's best to turn tail, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of grinning at him, like
Yeah.
toying with him, but
Things in there downright unnatural. lop its head off and it keeps coming, and it's not undead. Don't think that. You grow a new one right in front of you. Best of luck. I like you. Don't go in there and get killed, okay?
It's a life motto of mine. Don't get murdered.
So, anything else I can do to help you?
No, I'm fine. It's a quick copy of my accent.
What are you talking about? I'm from the Highlands.
Quit copying my accent. Quit copying me.
We shouldn't have anywhere near the same accent.
Bid you adieu.
Did you hear that? It's a Scottish dwarf. Never heard of such a thing.
I'll cut you.
The Highlander walks off.
There can only be one.
You see a guy in a coat and a katana show up.
Yeah, but lightning strikes later on.
So I finally found you. You still looking at the guided tour fella? It looks like he's got a group convinced to go. Anyone else? We're departing in 10 minutes.
No, thank you.
What does the crowd look like?
The group that's with him? They look, out of everyone that you've seen so far, you're pretty sure you could handle this group. They seem like they had maybe a large sum of money, bought some gear, decided they'd have some adventures down here. Maybe a group of friends.
Well, that's kind of sad.
All seem kind of young.
They're on spring break.
Easily taken advantage of.
Really, each of them has a rather hefty belt pouch. Nice shiny armor.
Did I hear the
Never
conversation?
actually been in combat before from the looks of it.
All over them.
Yep.
I whispered at the state of the party. Seems like we could maybe make some friends if we go with them.
I'm raising an eyebrow.
Sometimes it's good to have friends with money. Pretty sure that tour guy is not going to be keeping them safe.
Yeah, looking them over, seems like the leader of the group's the young fighter, all in plate. There's a fellow in leather with a bow and a pair of daggers beside him, blonde-headed kid. The leader has dark hair, and a young blonde in a robe with the standard crooked witch's hat, carrying a staff.
It's got like a company logo on it.
Yeah. They each have the same family crest on their
it's
cloaks.
Two big W's.
What's the crest?
Westworld.
What's the crest?
The two big W. Oh wow, it's a large shield with a WB on it. There you go. No, it doesn't seem familiar to you.
It's
It must be something local.
Why are they going out this time of the day?
They do seem to be leaving rather late at night, huh? Are you talking to the group, or are you questioning your party?
That was to my party, kind of.
Are we not spending the night now?
Semi-rhetorical question, maybe just kind of thinking out
Did
loud.
we pay for the room already?
Well, I was just thinking we should warn those guys. I didn't really want to go with them.
All right. All of you mount up. Let's get a start. That way we hit the city by morning.
I mean, best case, we can loot their gear after they're dead.
Not if they've already been looted.
Well, you see the adventurer hops up on his horse that you know definitely would not make the trip. It looks like an old farmhand's steed. The trail guide, that is.
I just had dinner. I wouldn't mind a show.
And the other three hop up on their brand new, all the gear on their horses is new. Looks like they might be actually well-trained combat steeds, at least. And start to follow him out east of town.
Hey, can I go up to that guy real quick?
The trail guide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
he's
to
there.
grab his arm. I want to touch him.
Okay. He turns around. Yes? Were you looking to go?
Sir? I don't want to look at him. I'm going to say, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I knew you. And I'm going to walk back.
No problem.
I was just getting a good look at his face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have a good look at his face.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. He starts heading out of town. Try to keep up. We'll be meeting up with some friends of mine. They'll help us.
Yeah.
They head off out of town.
Are we going after them?
It's up to you. I don't think we have to. But if you're not doing anything special tonight, I might follow just to see what happens.
Okay. So you see him hit the horse. Yeah! Starts to ride off, and then you watch as his head explodes. The trail guide. His head exploded.
What?
You see the horses are startled. Maybe they're not combat steeds.
Like mist.
Yeah, missed. It's gone.
I look at Mally.
I'm like, oh my.
What did you do? And why didn't you done that before? That could have been really helpful.
I just looked at him.
I avoid eye contact.
Am I that?
You see the guy in all plate gets down off his mount, fishes out his pouch, and you can see him counting out the money. Well, at least I'm not going to have our fee go to waste. He drops the remaining coin purse on his body.
That's weird.
I'm so confused right now.
He only took out what was owed, what he paid.
Oh, what a good little lad, boy. I'm gonna walk over there, and is anyone else? I'm guessing everyone's staring at it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
go pat him on the head?
I wonder what the hell happened.
I don't know. Weird. I'm gonna kick his body.
But hey, now I guess it doesn't matter, does it? He probably didn't feel that.
Is that who's saying that?
The guy in all plate. Well, now who's going to show us around Mithranor?
I glance back at the party with a good grin.
Well, we might be heading there tomorrow.
Really? Can we accompany you? We'll gladly pay.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure how much money you guys have. It's quite treacherous, you know.
I'm raising an eyebrow. Like,
What are you guys looking
We have
for?
a standard fee. I mean, it might be a wee bit out of their price range.
What are
Well,
you
we
guys looking for, first off?
just a bit of adventure. Myself, my brother, and my sister. You may not know the Crest. We were a part of the Wimbledons, local nobility.
Play tennis?
Pardon?
Nothing. Sorry. I heard a story one time.
This is tennis.
Never mind. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it later.
We're on the road, or it's a story from the road.
Well, you're heading out in the morning, so I guess we'll use that room again tonight.
Does this happen just before we agree? Does this normally happen to your tour guides?
Yeah, good question.
No, that's I have to say that is the first I've ever seen anything like that. But you never know what you're going to see around here.
of any place to go, why this location? for
Well,
adventure.
it's wrought with danger. It's going to be quite exciting. Things you can see there that you won't see anywhere else in the world. I want to at least be able to put that feather in my hat, one of these days when I take over the throne from my father.
Oh God.
So you're royalty.
Well, yes, we all are.
Ah, I see. You'll have to forgive us. We're not from around here.
Oh, no, that's fine. I would rather be just one of the guys while we're on the road, don't you know?
Right. I wink.
So were they being straightforward with the they don't know what happened to that guy's head exploding?
Yes.
Okay.
They have not a frickin' clue. But
Did
you
I
also got that
any
weird
kind
things happen.
that would tie me into what happened there?
Huh?
Magically, do I know of anything that might relate to
You
that?
didn't see any magic. As
Eh.
far as you can tell, his head exploded from the inside.
Great.
That's funny.
Is there any magical devices that go inside a head?
Yeah, well, there's some cursed items.
Because the barbarian was saying like things go all haywire this time of year.
Maybe certain graphs, but I think they'd be visible from the outside.
Let's see. I knew of a worm that used to crawl right up inside your head, made you crazy. Is there a magic version of that?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me around here, but not that I had heard of. What a terrible thing.
Ugh.
Well, we'll turn in for the evening, I suppose. When do you want your fee? Up front, I suppose?
Well, I think the standard half now and half at the end is acceptable.
Excellent. What do you charge?
I just eyeball Kel.
Well, what did he charge?
Oh, he was charging 40 gold pieces here, and he said he'd get the rest out of us when we met as friends. I don't know what he meant by that.
What?
Ah.
40 a head?
Yes, 40 ahead. I'm assuming it was kind of like now, half later, but the later being when we met as friends.
Do you know how to use that sword you're carrying?
Well, I did train with the castle's master at arms.
Do you know how to use that sword you're carrying?
I like to think so.
Okay.
And my sister is quite skilled at magical arts.
Oh, you are?
My brother's one hell of a shot. You see, she kind of blushes. She hasn't taken her eyes off you the entire time.
Not the head exploding type of magical arts, is it?
No, more of a divining, seeing the future.
Oh.
You know, she's been quite good at anything that would have befallen us. She's warned us ahead of time.
Right.
She looks in. I've got a fifth sense. She nods all matter of facty.
Then get taken advantage of is what you're saying.
saying
He's
this is a-
raise a hand like he's gonna say something, and then just like, no.
Okay, so out of these three we're looking at, I don't know if I missed the description of them.
Uh-huh.
Looking at like Dumb and Dumber and Dumberer.
Do you want to know what the
Maybe.
most annoying sound is in the world?
Are they? What do they look like? Do they look like royalty?
Yeah, they do. They all look prim and proper.
Okay, but prim and proper in the sense of like this is Baywatch, but with like two dudes and a girl.
Kind of, yeah. They look like the kind of people that you'd expect to see show up at Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, okay. All right, and I think that's enough. And all their stuff's like not even touched.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
Class A adventuring gear, brand new.
You know what? Standard fee would be fine for escorting you there. Half now, half later. Hand the money to Dermot. He'll take care of it. By the way, this is Dermot. I don't know if you've met Dermot. This is...
Dermot Ironroot, pleased to meet you.
And I'm pointing at them now. Who are these people? Did they introduce themselves?
Yeah, they go down the line. You have a Henry Wimbledon,
Right.
William Wimbledon, and Audrey Wimbledon.
And over here we have myself, Kel, and you've met Dermot, and
Plus.
Felix.
Hello?
I want to say, and I'm Allie, and I want to reach out and shake everyone's hand.
Yeah, I'll take your hand and shake.
Of course you are.
What?
What?
Well, now that we're done with pleasantries, what time do you guys usually get up?
Well, what time does Joffrey usually awaken us?
Joffrey.
I suppose whenever will do.
Sure.
Oh, well, for Joffrey as well. I'm sure he'll want to attend. He was back at the inn. He's
Oh,
our
is he-
manservant.
Is he just waiting for you?
Yes, actually, we were supposed to just venture to the market and then come back.
What are they, out of character for a second, what am I looking at? You said that Audrey's a wizard.
Yep,
Skilled
looks like a
in
wizard.
magical arts of the...
Divination, yeah.
What are these other two looking like?
It looks like the Lord Henry Wimbledon is trying to be a fighter, self-styled, in full plate with a two-handed sword.
Okay.
And William Wimbledon seems to be some kind of a ranger, you're guessing? 2 daggers and a bow, wearing leather armor, not sure what he's doing.
But he's a good shot.
That's what he said. He said he's a crack shot.
Crack shot. Yes. I think we need to enlist Jeffrey.
Joffrey, their manservant, you don't know anything about him yet, yeah.
He's probably better than all of them.
Put together.
Well, shall we get back to that quaint tavern?
Why not?
I think I might want to. I'm gonna stick around for a bit.
You know what? Maybe I'll just lead him back there and put on a show for a while. Unless you need me. Do you guys need me? No?
Unless you know a lot about exploding heads.
Well, no. And I look like to the left and right. No. Not really.
Not really my forte.
You hear William pop up. Aubrey, you know quite a bit of that magic stuff. What did you think of that? Well, I didn't see that one coming.
But, okay. Okay. What divination are you? What, deity?
I see the future.
Yeah, okay. And you didn't see that one?
No.
Strange.
It's almost as if our fates were changed.
Oh.
Or
We were
forgot.
supposed to go meet up with this fellow's friends, and it all gets really fuzzy from there. I thought it was rather exciting.
Whoops.
Well, I guess we'll see you. I'll take you guys back to the tavern if you don't mind. You come with me.
She smiles and follows closely.
I'm gonna try and entertain them with the story. While
All
I'm
right.
walking back. I'll make it up.
That sounds good. So, okay, the Wimbledons exit the stage following Kel. Which leaves the rest of you alone in the adventurers market.
I think we're
Did
standing.
anyone pick up that coin purse from that guy?
Yeah, you can.
I'm sure
Okay.
it's already gone.
Oh.
No,
If it's
it
not
was
already-
left alone. No
Really?
one really wanted to get close to afraid of catching exploding headitis.
Yeah.
Even
I
the
kept my distance from
pickpocketing
that situation.
halfling?
Yeah, no one touched it.
I'll ask Miguel to grab it.
Miguel walks over and grabs it. There is a little bit of talk in the market. You hear, like, what was all that about, huh? That's rather strange. Fellow got what he deserved, if you ask me. Might have been the gods.
I want to grab Miguel's hand and go in the market.
Yes. Hope no, it's not the gods. I got some explaining to do.
Yeah. So, which stall do y'all head to? Or are you just kind of
What was
working the
that?
crowd?
A booking? No, sorry.
Is there any any
I'm kind of jumpy.
ordinary smells, or I guess I'll inspect
There's
the
a
body.
lot. Oh, from the body.
Yeah.
You do notice amongst all the aromas, there is a smell of death, much stronger than should be there currently. That's the only thing you can pick up. It's like a part of him had died and rotted extremely quickly.
I just kind of like recoil back with like this look of disgust on my face.
You can't see anything really, but that's the only thing you can pick up at all. Is that slight whiff of something turned putrid fast, but it's no longer here. Whatever that was.
Smells like death.
Sorry.
Not the right kind either. I know he's dead and everything, but it's way too powerful.
You catch another couple of strange odors coming from a cottage back behind all the stalls.
I could catch a what?
Another strange set of odors, like alchemical in nature, coming from a small cottage back behind all of the stalls.
I'll follow my nose.
Looks like a nice little cottage. As you're walking down the path, you hear someone from the market yell out, "Oh, he's not there at the moment.
Who's not there?
Elminster. That's his house."
And who is Elminster again?
He's
The
a big deal.
Sage of Shadowdale, our savior and protector? You're not from around here, are you?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
There's his statue right there.
Out of character, you would probably know who Elminster is.
He's kind of like Gandalf, but in
Kinda. Like this world's Gandalf. That
I
works.
haven't been living in a forest, so I don't know.
He might not know. Okay. You see the Mally, you hear the scroll vendor yelling about different types of circles of magic. 9th circle, 7th circle. Get your magical needs here.
I'll go look.
All right. You head over to the magic stall. He's currently doing a pitch about the Book of Vile Darkness, which he seems to have a copy of.
Do I have that book?
No.
that book. Yeah.
Its last owner was a guy named Will Davis.
Yeah. He used it to shape the world.
So I'm guessing I've never heard of this book before.
No, it's a book of extreme evil that's supposed to.
He's trying to just outright sell it.
Yeah, he's
No
offering it.
one seems like.
No one seems too worried about it.
Oh. Wonder if it's a fake.
It's gonna be like a copy, yeah.
Right.
Differently. Vile darkness.
Maybe like mild evil. Keep it in people's house.
The Book of Dark Vileness.
The dark mildness. I have several different copies here available.
Straight from Jelanthanar.
Are those romance novels?
Let me quickly
Cover
fix
him
the
like a
cover.
lich, like without a shirt. Hair boy.
And I have all different manner of spells and enchantments and wands. And you hear his helper. Enchantments? He throws a book at him.
Thank you. Enchantment?
Anyone?
Does anyone?
Oh, yes. We see someone's coming up and purchasing one of the copies of the Vile Darkness book.
Okay, what's that person look like?
That person looks like a barbarian.
What the fuck?
Oh, thank you. Yes, there. The last one I was using ran out this morning.
Ran out.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the rest of it's behind the bushes over there.
I imagine that is some vile darkness.
Fancy tiki. Okay. I'm going to just keep walking then.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to get any lucky dues from that vendor?
That was entertaining, but no thanks.
Potions, healing potions. Anyone?
I want to walk faster.
I'm just raising an eyebrow and shaking my head.
All right, so no interest in any of these market people. All right,
What does
that's
a
fine.
healing potion go for? At
Shady
your
ass
booth?
town, man.
36 gold.
Interesting.
You hear the guy that was selling the Book of Vile Darkness says, "Oh, how about a map? I have a map here of Myth Draenor."
Is it like hand drawn, really drawn?
It's hand drawn, yeah.
Okay. Misspelled myth Draenor.
Yeah.
Big skull and crossbones.
A big X. You are here.
Yeah.
You should go here.
While you're walking by, you see somebody come up to you, Mally. Good you didn't get taken in by the faker. Perhaps you'd like to purchase a real map.
What does this person look like?
You don't really get to see his face. The cowl's coming down. You can just see part of his beard. Long, dark robe. He reaches in and pulls out a scroll done up.
Mm-hmm.
I have here a real map of Myth Draenor. Perhaps you'd be interested in that?
Does it look legit?
You can't tell because it's wound up.
Does he seem legit? Yeah.
You don't know.
What can I roll?
That's sense motive to see.
Sense motive, yeah.
Okay. I don't have any of my things up, so do I just...
Let me see. I'll do one for you.
Okay, yeah. Because for some reason her info isn't up there.
You don't know.
I don't. Okay. What was my roll? Was it really bad?
You don't know.
Oh, I don't know my... Oh, okay. All right.
You don't know what your roll was. You don't know.
Okay. I'm just going to look at him and kind of whisper how much.
100 pieces of gold.
Hmm. No thanks. And I'm just going to keep walking.
Wandering without this and you may get lost. I overheard your companions earlier saying you're going tomorrow.
I'll think about it.
Oh, hurry. There is only one copy. He puts it back into his robe. I might be here. You never know. Have a nice day. He kind of wanders back into the crowd.
Okay.
Whistling.
Whistling time's on my side.
Yeah.
So Felix, Dermot, were either of y'all close enough to notice that interaction?
I probably would have seen it. Yeah, I wouldn't have been like peering over her shoulder or under her elbow, whichever flies more play to my height.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I
Works.
would have seen it.
Right.
Look up at the statue. They didn't look anything like that guy, right?
It didn't.
Okay,
It
good.
didn't look like that guy. Not at all.
But it definitely didn't sound like something that guy would have
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Felix is here by me, right?
Yeah.
I'm within.
What do you, what do you think of that?
Are you just yelling this across the way, or do you want
Yeah.
to saunter over? Or...
Oh no.
Felix, what do you think of that guy?
Yeah.
That guy kind of weird.
I mean, the guy who tried to scam you.
Who's that guy?
Tried to
That
scam
guy right there.
Now I'm gonna walk over to.
Okay. So she walks over. Felix, what do you think of that guy?
Oh, I'm right here. I'm already jumpy. Exploding heads. It's madness. Maybe unless I should be here. Heads shouldn't be
Go ahead, Melly.
So what do you think of that guy? Another faker?
The shady character with the map.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't
Seems
show
like-
you the map. You don't know if it's real or not.
This town can kind of seems backwards. Like the things that you should trust, you shouldn't. But I don't know about the.
Well,
It works
I
the other way
don't
around.
really know much about the motive of others.
Especially if you just don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
We've certainly been taken once today. I'm checking my pockets to make sure I have my my workshop still.
Yeah, everything seems to still be in order.
Who's touching me?
Oh, I'm going back to the inn.
All right. You start heading back to the inn. So this leaves Felix and Dermot out here. So Dermot, you're walking back down the steps from Elemenster's hut.
Mm-hmm.
You see someone in a dark cloak come out of the crowd and start approaching you. He said, I couldn't help but overhear before that you and your companions will be going to Mithranor tomorrow.
Maybe.
I was wondering if you might be interested in purchasing a real map.
You know, I never had much use for them before.
Well, you'll find that this place doesn't behave as a normal site would.
So how's the map supposed to help?
The map is linked to the site and will change with it.
I see.
Hmm.
And how much would said magical map cost?
200 pieces of gold.
So this is a magical map.
It is indeed.
I thought magic didn't work in there.
Magic is taken aback slightly, yes.
So
But
you
being linked to the site, it will be
that-
safe.
may or may not work.
It's never failed me.
So why are you getting rid of it?
I don't plan to go back in there again. I've got what I was coming for.
The scrolls.
You know, I think I'll just take my chances.
Oh,
Never needed a map before. I don't need one now.
so be it. I wish you the best of luck. He puts it back in his robe and starts to walk back into the crowd.
Same to you.
Huh?
Same to you.
So you're walking back towards the crowd. Felix,
Hmm.
you feel a hand on your shoulder.
I turn around.
You see a man in a dark robe.
What are you doing? Don't touch me!
I'm sorry, my friend. I
Are you mad?
couldn't help but notice I overheard that you and your companions will be venturing to Mithranor tomorrow.
Yes, people tend to be taking a notice of us in these parts today, it seems.
I just thought that if you were heading in there, it might do you some good to have a real map.
Of course you would. Of course. All kinds of people trying to help us out today, don't you know?
He pulls it out and it's rather large.
And how can we be guaranteed this is even a real item? And it functions.
He unravels it and shows you.
Okay.
As you
I'm
can see, this is the city of Mithranor. Oh, see those that there moving? That's the lizard man wandering towards. Oh, and he's dead. Walked right into that trap. Luckily, it's marked on the map, and he rolls it up. It could be of quite use to a group going in there.
It could just be a parlor trick.
Oh, it might, yes.
If
You
it
can
was...
have it today for 300 gold.
Sorry, I'm coughing. If it's so useful, why are you getting rid of it?
I have no need in this map anymore. I don't plan to venture back in.
Why not?
Well, I'm getting up in the years.
Getting up in the years. How old does he look?
That beard's quite long. From his hands, you'd say that he's probably got a couple of winters left in him at best.
I see. Well, I don't think we'll need the map, but I'll have to talk to the others.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
And how could I find you again in these parts if I'm looking for you? What's your name, sir?
You might find me.
You don't have a name.
Just come to the city market and... Oh, well, there's no need to get that acquainted.
Right.
Safe journeys.
You
puts
as
the
well,
map away.
mysterious stranger.
And walks back into the crowd. Dermot, you notice that his smell vanishes the moment he goes back into the crowd.
I'm turning around, looking behind me. Hiding behind my golem for a sec. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm gonna head back to the others.
You see Dermot as you're heading back. Still in the market. You kind of like cross paths.
Yeah. Dermot.
Aye.
Some map vendor tried to sell me a map of the ruins. I'm not sure if we need that or not. He claims it to have been magical. Said it would cost me 300 gold. He seemed rather suspicious, like everyone else in this town.
You know, that creepy looking guy with the beard?
Probably.
Yeah, he tried to sell it to me too.
He wasn't very friendly, so to speak. Wouldn't even offer me his name.
Yeah. I said I wasn't interested.
I said I'd speak with you, but sounds like we're on the same page.
You feel another hand on your shoulder.
Ah! Who's touching me?
You turn to see the hand. You turn back. You're face to face with the halfling. Untrustworthy. Why, you've hurt me. Cut me to the core, you have.
I'm checking my belongings. What have you taken?
Nothing. Nothing, I assure you.
Right.
He pats you on the butt. Good night to you.
Don't
And heads
touch
back
me.
into the
Don't touch me.
heads back into the crowd.
I throw a stick at him.
Yeah, everything seems to be in order. You think he was just showing up this time to give you a bit of a scare.
Right.
Mally, you've made it back to the bar.
Yep.
As you open the doors to go in, you can see. Wait a minute, before we do that. So Rickleman, or not Rickleman. Wow, come back a few characters. Kel, you made it back to the bar.
All right.
And they headed to their room. You went up to go perform. Or no, I suppose you'll talk for a minute. You met Joffrey, their servant. He seems to be just a regular butler, as far as you could tell. He wasn't armed in any way.
Okay.
He had no arms?
No weapons. He had no weapons. He was dressed rather nicely. Thank you for looking after them. And said something about reading them their bedtime story before they opened the house.
He's their nanny.
What are these? Like, are they human?
Yeah, they're all human.
How old are they?
You're guessing they're in their somewhere between the late teens to early 20s.
Okay. All right. That's all I had.
William seems to be the youngest, probably about 18, 19. Aubrey probably 21. With Henry is probably 23, 24. Just from guessing.
Okay.
Joffrey seems to be rather old. He's human, maybe about 60 years old. Pretty spry for his age. So you saw them off, and you were going to go up and perform.
Yep.
So you're heading towards the stage.
I am.
Now,
Yeah.
we're bringing Mally in at that point. Mally, you open the doors. You see a cloaked figure approaching Ricane from behind.
Ricane.
Kel.
Yeah. Same one I saw.
Yes, the same one you saw earlier.
Is he up on stage yet? No.
He's heading towards the stage with the figures closing in on him quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to them.
Okay. So you're starting to walk towards him. Kel, you almost reach the stage when you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Come for a show, and I'm gonna turn and look. Oh,
You
you're.
turn to see a cowled man with a beard.
Hi, can I help you?
The question is, can I help you?
I kind of
It seems
eye him
I
up and down.
have a map of Mithranor in my possession.
Oh, okay. That's odd. Why would I need that?
I happened to overhear your party earlier mentioning that they were heading that way. So I thought that I could perhaps offer up my map.
You mean the Wimbledons?
Well, yes, that and your dwarf and gnome companions.
Who are you?
Just a traveler.
A nosy traveler.
So I thought I might sell you this magical map.
Of the traps that I've set.
Of the traps your gnome friend has set.
Magical map, huh? Well, let's see it.
He unfurls it. You can see on there different monsters moving about throughout the ruins.
Okay. Spellcraft check. Do I know what this is?
You use your knowledge arcane spellcraft. You're not sure how this is made. It's possible that it's accurate.
All my browsers are failing.
This would be some type of a extremely powerful magical item if it's actually working properly, the way he says it is.
Okay. For 300 gold, really? I don't know.
The map can be yours today for 1,000 gold pieces.
Did I hear that part as I'm walking up?
Yep.
Or am I,
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard it.
Supply and
Sick.
demand.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, I thought that was 100.
Oh, that was the first time I offered it.
Okay, I want to look over at Kel. What expression does he have?
He has the expression as if he's being disconnected from his body because he can't sign into the fucking things that if that were conveyed.
Okay.
There's my character.
Kel staring blankly into space.
Okay, so when I'm looking at this definitely seems like a magical one.
Yeah, it seems like a magical one.
Does this sound like something I've ever heard before?
No.
Bardic knowledge to see if that's something I might have heard of.
Before? Yeah, you used a natural 20 bardic knowledge. You haven't heard of a map like this existing previously. This would be a very special find if it's correct.
All right. And what does this person look like?
You haven't seen anything except for the gray beard and his hands, which his hands look old and withered.
So
Everything else seems to be hidden by the cowl.
why are you selling the map?
I no longer have a need of it.
Okay. What'd you need it for?
I was searching for something. I found what I'm looking for, and I'm now moving on.
What'd you find?
That's my business.
One would think you could probably get quite a coin for this map. Why aren't you selling it to every adventurer?
I have no interest in them.
Last guy he tried to, his head exploded.
Us.
I saw something that amused me.
So you saying you're funny looking?
I think so. She said, is she still here, Mally?
Yeah.
She said you were going to sell it for 100 gold? Really?
Originally, yes, but I was turned down.
Out of character, I don't remember how much money I have.
So if I bought this from you, what do? I just throw it, leave it in Mithrin ore or something after?
That's up to you.
There's no like clauses or sub clauses on having this map.
Clauses or
None
some
at all.
clauses. You gotta sign the map contract.
You seem to have 0 currency.
I have 0 currency.
Have you ever heard
That damn halfling.
a familiar an imp or anything? Never heard of a familiar imp named Azul Corboon?
I have not.
He's a dick.
Most informative.
Just checking. He's kind of a dumb imp too.
I'll keep that in mind.
No.
So I don't have money to buy it if I had it anyway.
Right.
Okay.
What's
It
your
seems not.
retirement plan then? What's your name again?
I didn't give it.
No, you didn't.
It seems,
Convenient.
do we have a deal or not, sir?
I'm not really good at making deals.
Very well. He starts to fold the map back up, places it in his robe. In that case, I wish you and your friends the best of luck. And starts to head for the door. So, Derm, were you and Felix, y'all were coming towards the inn, right?
Sragg, you know what I forgot to ask you?
What?
Did I get anything when I touched the map?
Did you get anything when you touched the map? No.
Yeah. The legend lore from the lore.
Legend lore. I
From
didn't even
my-
think about that. I didn't know. You touched it?
Well, wouldn't I have to? You said it was a large
No, he held it. He held it out, like for
Okay.
you to see. What is this? No.
It only goes back 10 years.
No. Nope. It's been in his possession for much longer than that.
But I get to know. Well, I would know about the previous owner. Previous owner, current owner within the last 10 years. Race, gender, age, alignment. How they got it.
How many rounds do you have to hold it for that?
Those seconds. 1 round is race, 2 rounds gender, 3 rounds age, 4 rounds alignment.
That's good enough. 4 rounds. I know you weren't holding it that long, at least. So I suppose then race would probably be lich, gender male. How he got it, created it.
How old is he?
Age to 2,000 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see him, like I was saying, you see him walk towards the door. Dermot and Felix, y'all see the cloaked figure come out of the bar as you're coming up. And then just in a flash, he vanishes.
Ah!
I think he needs a drink. I offer him my mug.
Right. So you see him walk out, and as Felix and Dermot walk in. Dermot offering Felix a mug.
And grabs the mug.
It's empty right now.
This mug's empty.
Well, what do you want?
I don't know.
You see the mug starts to spark.
I just put my hand on it and think of a strong dwarven stout.
Okay, that's what's in it now.
I smell it.
You smell a strong dwarven stout.
Well,
Bottoms
I
up.
suppose I've had worse. No offense. I'll slowly sip it and go like, ugh.
Do you wish that it was different in any way?
No, I'll just keep drinking it.
As he's drinking it, I'd like put one hand into the cup and like push it
It's
higher.
like spilling down the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So the party's all back together again. You see Felix being force-fed dwarven stout.
It's for his own good.
Wonderful trip to the market.
Yeah, no more exploding heads, so win-win.
Except for all the touchy-feely people.
Yeah, a strange man wanted to sell us a map.
Gnomes. That
Oh.
what's it called? Halfling, come up to me again.
That creepy man who just left.
The creepy guy, the halfling, all kinds
Yeah,
of people
that's him.
touching me.
Tried to sell me a map.
Yeah, he tried to sell us a map too.
I don't really have a good track record for making deals for us, so I decided not to.
I don't really think I have much use for a map.
Yes, that creepy old man.
Well, he's. Is there anyone else in here?
He wasn't very
No,
polite.
there's several different groups around the different tables. You're pretty sure you can talk peace here though, because they're doing the same.
He was a little old, from what I gathered.
He said he was basically done adventuring.
Well, like 2,000-ish years old.
2000.
Yeah. He didn't seem like a friendly fellow. I mean, he did and he didn't.
That's what I took from it. Wouldn't even offer me his name. It's quite rude.
Yeah, I don't really know who he is and why he took an interest in us at all.
Have I encountered liches?
Do you think Moon Raven would know?
Moon might know. He seems to know about those things.
I mean, he's the one who sent us in here. After these scrolls. For all we know, he has them. And he set traps up.
Who, Moon?
No! This old man.
Oh, he played too.
What?
He played too.
With a knick-knack.
This old man, yeah.
You heard that song before?
No, maybe you could play it for us.
This old man.
Go on.
He turned 3. He tried to steal all our
Money?
Yes.
Maybe
You
I
did
have
know.
heard it before.
Okay.
This stout is delicious now. It's quite good.
So I met Joffrey. Interesting fellow. These Wimbledons, I don't know about them.
They didn't seem like they were ready for this kind of adventure.
No, they don't seem ready.
I take the mug back.
As I was drinking that, which one of you took it?
The one on the left.
Swiping.
Oh, I don't know how to bring this up. Are we okay with leading these lambs to the slaughter?
We have lambs now too? Where?
Yes. Human lambs.
Oh,
Wonder if
you
we can
being
convince the
metaphorical.
butler to take him back home.
I don't think that if we're not helping them, they're just gonna find someone else to guide them through or take advantage of them.
Our friends here is right. This is a service. We're saving them from themselves by getting them killed by us. Wait, no, that's not it.
Well, I'm not implying that, where was I going with this? They're going to get themselves killed either way. Maybe we can help them? I don't know.
I'd like to help them, but they are really inept.
Let's put it this way. Have you listened to your father up to this point?
Fair enough.
I don't think they're going to care what you think or what the butler tells them to do, is what I'm trying to convey to you. They don't want to go home and live the royal life right now. They want adventure.
The barmaid comes up to the table. Would anyone here like anything?
I raised my hand and then just sort of plop my head on the table.
One calf. Anything else?
Some tea.
All right. So she comes back. She pours you some tea and a rather strong black liquid for the gnome.
It's going to sit there for a while in that head on the table situation.
Yep.
Nothing for me, thanks. What time? It's getting late, right?
Yeah, it is. She sees Dermot. I remembered you like the strong stuff. She brings out a bottle and sets it on the table.
I'll take a smell of it.
You've smelt this before. This is a rather dangerous alcohol.
I push it aside. And I said, the best, not what's going to kill me. What did she give Felix?
Some of the good stuff.
Hot
that-
engineering fluid.
Wake up juice.
Wake up juice.
I wouldn't even need to. Probably smelled that a mile away.
Oh, okay. She takes that bottle. You were right. He couldn't drink it. The barbarian at the bar is laughing.
Is this the same barbarian from before?
I told you he's not from the Highlands. He just stole our accent.
Just follow me into the out of the city, and we'll see.
I'm here on business, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's
Take-
that I couldn't hear you over your excuses.
He leans in and tips his helmet. Apparently, someone earlier today spotted a red wizard in this bar. I'm waiting to see if the fiend comes back, and I'm going to stick my sword straight up their arse.
A red wizard. Why?
Wait, can you just repeat that?
Why?
Oh,
why such
just be
hate?
careful, milady. There was a red wizard spotted here earlier. I'm here to kill it.
Oh dear. I'm gonna go hide in my room then. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Me and a couple of the lads were positioned strategically. We'll hop on that wizard the moment it appears. It won't even have time to say abracadabra.
Oh, I hope you do. I want to bat my eyelashes at him.
That's a nice young lass. So, accent stealing dwarf. Join me for a drink?
Are we drinking that other swill? If so, you first.
He takes the bottle and bites the neck off of it and downs the whole thing.
Whoa.
It's a bit of a curse. No matter how much I drink, I can't get drunk.
What's the point?
The taste.
What's the point of anything if you can't get drunk?
I can't die neither.
What the hell are you?
I told you, I've been cursed.
Oh, you're the one. Never mind.
Oh, what?
Can only be one.
The what?
There can only be one. He's the Highlander.
Oh, right.
A
That's
little bit different, but whatever.
the Highlander.
Well, y'all just go back about your business. We'll handle that red wizard should it pop up.
If you cut his head off.
Yeah, you tried that. Have you tried cutting your head off?
Why, no, I haven't. Novel idea. Maybe next week.
You're a strange barbarian.
So Mally goes and turns in. Or what are you doing when you get to the room?
Melly turns herself in.
Yeah, I'm turning myself. I can't
You
think
turn yourself in?
Do not, Red Wizard. No, I'm going to go into the room. I want to lock the door. I want to check the windows and. Is there windows?
There are no windows.
Are
This
no
seems. You notice that the room's a lot bigger on the inside than the outside. It seems to be almost extra dimensional. You've seen something like this in the Magnificent Mansion spell before, but never in the form of an inn.
Oh, I see. Okay. I haven't been drinking, so.
The TARDIS.
All right. I want to check closets. Is there closets?
Yeah, every
Okay.
door that you open seems to have several more available. The
Several
rooms
more.
just branch on.
Oh, okay.
It seems that it could go on as long as you want.
Okay. All right. So this room, is there another door that leads to another room, or?
Yep. Each room that you go into has another door on the other side of it that you go through and leads to another room.
Okay.
But you have noticed after you close the door that you just came through and open it, you end up back in the lobby.
What?
There's one central room with
Yes.
4 doors that you go
Yes.
into at first. There's got like a couch and a table and everything.
Yes.
And then you go into one of the doors and it's a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of that bedroom's another door. You go
Yeah.
through that door, there's another bedroom.
Uh-huh.
You can just keep doing that as long as you want.
Okay.
But if you close the door you just came through and come back out, you end up where the couch is.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to go about 3 rooms in and call that my room.
Okay. That works.
And inspect it carefully.
It's rather lavish, really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that there's a tray floating in the corner.
It's on the tray. I tell Miguel, no.
Yeah. So you look at the tray.
Yeah, what's on it?
It floats towards you.
Okay. What's on it?
On the tray is a written note that said, "Ask the tray for whatever you may want."
Okay. Is it like still coming for me? Does it just stop?
It stopped in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's inscribed with some runes along the edge of it. As you read them out in ancient Draconic, it spells out Rahum Sarvas.
I want to test it out. I want to say a squirrel.
What?
I want to say I want a squirrel.
It brings back a roast squirrel.
Oh God! I did a lie.
It brings back a squirrel on a spit, still squirming.
Wait a minute.
Dead cut.
You betrayed? It's a trade. You trade. Come on. Work with me here.
I'm gonna push the tray back in the corner. I'm done messing with it.
Okay. You're done playing with the tray.
Yeah.
All right. So back out in the lobby. Anything going on with the 3 of y'all?
I'm gonna play some music.
Okay. Raquel gets up to play up there with the Rickleman and Ricane. They formed a band. So, and the other 2 of you.
Jesus.
Are they called the time traveling paradoxes or something?
Probably. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll come back and figure out what's going on there and try to wrap up for
We're
the
called
morning.
The
The Who.
Okay, thanks for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and then you'll know when the next episode gets posted. Also, leave us a like if you're enjoying, or some comments. We love reading those, and see you in a bit.
Ciao.
What?